Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. We start off today with your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Hot and breezy conditions are forecasted for the valley this Tuesday. Today's highs reaching around 98 degrees, with wind gusts coming from the northeast at about 21 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies, calm winds, and lows around 71 degrees. For the rest of the week, windy conditions possibly sticking around until the end of the week, with a projected fire weather warning coming Thursday into Friday. In the meantime, temperatures will stay in the upper 90s, low 100s, a slight cool down on Friday to the upper 80s, lows in the low 70s. Now it's time for your top stories, brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Community members gathered last night for a vigil to remember a bicyclist who was killed in a North Las Vegas crash Sunday morning. Dozens paying their respects to 31-year-old Ben Black at the site of the crash. Black was riding his bike on the intersection of Durrell Lane and Bostic Weir Street when an SUV heading east struck him. He later died at UMC. In other news, a Las Vegas woman is accused of stealing $100,000 from a hotel room on the Las Vegas Strip. Police say 23-year-old Anijah Pratt stole more than $50,000 in cash and a $50,000 watch from a room at the Encore. Pratt is due in court on June 13th. To hire or not to hire, or rather can't hire. In the midst of a teaching shortage, one local principal is speaking out against a Clark County School District policy. Review Journal's Jen Ah explains. Jen?
Well, Renee, a local principal says the Clark County School District policy is blocking him from hiring more teachers. Daryl Wyatt says he tried to fill open jobs at Bailey Middle School by hiring teachers from the Philippines through the J1 program, only to be told there was a cap on the number of teachers the district could hire through the program.
And they're coming over here to learn, but also to share some of that expertise and fill in the gaps that we have in certain areas like special education, science, mathematics, and they fill a huge need, and we need to capture as many of them as possible.
CCSD says in a statement it has a limited number of application forms available from district-approved sponsors. Renee?
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, a French energy company is opening up a hydrogen production plant in North Las Vegas. Air Liquide will hold a ribbon cutting next week for its $250 million facility at Apex Industrial Park. The plant will produce liquid hydrogen for vehicles that run on fuel cells instead of gasoline. And we have an update on the MSG Sphere project at the Venetian. Construction crews are expected to top off the steel frame later this month. An executive says Madison Square Garden Entertainment is negotiating a partnership with the organizers of the Las Vegas Grand Prix Formula One race. The Sphere is expected to open late next year.
Sports, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. While discussing the firing of head coach Pete DeBoer, Golden Knights general manager Kelly McCrimmon also gave an injury update on some notable players. According to McCrimmon, Golden Knights captain Mark Stone will likely undergo a procedure to treat his back injury this week after meeting with several doctors. Should he opt for the surgery, Stone is expected to be ready for training camp in September. Goaltender Robin Lehner underwent a successful shoulder surgery last week. There is still no timeline for his return. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Golden Knights are the 10-1 sixth choice at Station Casinos to win the 2023 Stanley Cup. The Colorado Avalanche are the plus 175 favorites to win the Stanley Cup this season and the 5-1 favorites to win the NHL title next year. The Florida Panthers and Carolina Hurricanes are each 7-1 to lift the 2023 Cup, followed by the Toronto Maple Leafs at 8-1 and the Tampa Bay Lightning at 9-1. The St. Louis Blues are tied with the Knights at 10-1. The Boston Bruins, New York Rangers, and Minnesota Wild are each 12-1.
In your health news, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital, we're here for you when you need us. STDs continue to increase in Southern Nevada, with officials tracing a cause back to the pandemic.
Out of pandemic, where a lot of people weren't getting tested, weren't receiving access to care. And then just in general, I think just access to testing and stuff people may not know.
The health district has several clinics where they offer low cost or free treatments depending on your economic income. For more information, visit southernnevadahealthdistrict.org. In In your entertainment news, the Doobie Brothers have kicked off the residency at the Zappos Theater at Planet Hollywood. The residency runs through May 28th and comes on the heels of the band's 50th anniversary tour. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. And a Las Vegas couple will be featured tonight on an MTV reality show. Fitness trainers Leah and DeAndre will appear on Help, I'm in a Secret Relationship. The show is hosted by Travis Mills and Rain Jones, and they help people learn why their partners are deceiving them.
But the biggest thing is that he doesn't really let me into his world like he used to before. The first year and a half, we would go back and forth between each other's houses, and then about 6 months or so ago, he stopped letting me come to his house.
Help, I'm in a Secret Relationship airs tonight at 9 p.m. on MTV. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Visit Laughlin, an easygoing getaway filled with good food, good people, and good times on the river. The College of Southern Nevada saw its largest class ever graduate last night. The 50th annual commencement ceremony took place at Thomas & Mack with more than 4,000 graduates eligible to receive their degrees, and for many students being the first in their families to graduate college.
Just like I said, it's never too late. You know, I may be one of the older students in most of my classes, but I find that the older I am, the more I value education and the more it makes sense.
And some of the youngest graduates also celebrated. The city of Henderson hosted a graduation ceremony for its more than 100 preschool students. Along with reading and STEM, 4- and 5-year-olds learned teamwork and kindness. And a well-deserved surprise for a woman who served our country. Phyllis Cox, a retired Navy veteran, received the keys to her new home in Henderson thanks to a partnership between Habitat for Humanity and Southern Glazers Wine, Spirits, and Beer of Nevada. Her family invested 300 hours of their time into building the home. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas Breaking News streaming live on your OTT device. And if you're watching 7 at 7 on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button down below. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.